Welcome to another episode of Work, Law and the Drama. Now today we are having a very interesting conversation, good ladies and good gentlemen. Constructive dismissal. What is constructive dismissal? It has become very, very common. Summary dismissal is understood, redundancy is understood, termination from terms of contractual terms is understood. But now constructive dismissal is something that we want to actually unpack. My name is Stella Wangoi Muragori. I'm the founder and managing partner at MLW Advocates LLP, and with me is
Coach Jenny Mtisia. I'm a HR expert. I work for Career Management Center. We provide you with HR services, both operational and strategic.
Fantastic. So Jen, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I could start us off with a question for you, which is, I know constructive dismissal is not covered in law,
Yes.
per se. So how do we handle, you can even first of all just start by defining for us, what is constructive dismissal? And do employees or people sue actually
Yes.
for constructive dismissal?
You are absolutely right. Constructive dismissal is not birthed by statute. It is a product of the law by dint of jurisprudence, by dint of case law. But it is not a product of the law in terms of the Employment Act. So courts have gone ahead to define constructive dismissal because it is assumed that at the point we had the Employment Act come in 2007, this may not have been foreseen by the legislators. And it is when an employee is forced to resign based on the conduct of the employer. So yes, on paper, the employee may look like they voluntarily resigned. But if then the court interrogates that, it finds that the employee resigned because of the conduct or behavior or environment created by the employer. And what does this then mean? It means if the employer has made it extremely toxic and it is targeted towards a particular employee, if the employee has then made contractual terms, everyone's salary is being reviewed upwards, save for yours. You're being placed on and off suspension. And I'm going to talk about the various tests that the court looks at because it has to be objective. Issues to do with harassment, sexual harassment, and so on and so forth. But the court looks at if the environment is so toxic that it would be unreasonable
For you to
expect an employee to continue working there, then that indeed is a situation that is constructive dismissal. It's important that I add a case that I handled and successfully so, where the employer in this particular instance similarly was actually now keen on pushing out an unperforming employee. And how did they decide to do that? By number one, ensuring that it is their direct report who actually reports to the CEO and not this particular manager. And then meetings are being held where reports should be given by the manager is unaware. Or they wait until the manager is off or away on marketing issues to hold meetings. And then they actually ended up giving this particular employee a mutual separation agreement. When we went to court, we said that this was constructive dismissal because already they had made a predetermination. At the point he was signing the mutual separation agreement, the environment had been made so toxic. And the court said, yes, there was a mutual separation agreement, but at that point, the employee had no choice but to actually then sign that mutual separation agreement. But if we look at the conduct of the employer, the behavior of the employer, they definitely were pushing this employee out. That there was no choice. At the point they're signing it, they know that they do not want me here. Yes.
And I could give you more examples of what we have witnessed in the workplace, where actual employees have also sued for constructive dismissal and even more, because like we're saying, the environment becomes too toxic for anybody to thrive. And I'll give real examples. One example is where your JD is changed. Sometimes almost being made below what you came to do. So you're supposed to be sitting management meetings, doing what, then they stop inviting you, or they even give you on paper a lower job description. People are being evaluated, nobody appraises you, nobody sets KPIs for you, yet you are giving KPIs and appraisals for everybody else. But it's almost like you're being discriminated. People changing your terms. You have a contract that says you're supposed to be full-time, you're supposed to be doing this, you're supposed to have the following ABCD, then you are called and people actually change, unilaterally change. The word is unilateral. Even if they discuss with you, you'll have no option of saying, I don't accept. It's almost like it's been for, even if you say, no, let's do what, it's almost like it's been forced on you that we actually have to change the terms to this. I had a case whereby someone was permanent and pensionable, they had a pension, but now the employer was telling them, we can't keep you on contract anymore. We are changing even we're giving people 2 years contract, and the terms of changing that were not being discussed. Almost the point of, if we don't sign this letter by this particular day, we have no option but to move to disciplinary. So all those are things that make the employment look like it's not what you signed for. It's a breach of the contractual agreement between you and your boss.
But then it means that the employee similarly must demonstrate that that was the environment.
And we'll cover that in the different questions that we have to be able to exhaust it in a beautiful way. So thank you very much, Stella. We move to our next episode, and we'll share more on constructive dismissal. Keep watching in the next episode.